What is up, everybody? Welcome back to a new video. Today we're breaking down my week 6 free-to-play Star Wars Galaxy Heroes account, and honestly this past week 6 has been absolutely crazy, so let's go break down everything. So first things first, arena rank, honestly, again, like I said last week, honestly not that important. It is okay if you slack in it, and it's okay that you're not in the top 100 or even top 500. It is perfectly fine the way you do it. Fleet Arena, on the other hand, obviously is probably one of the most important game of the entire game. And unfortunately, we're at the situation where everybody has Lightspeed bundles, so we're kind of screwed. We're screwed in a way that I don't think we can get into the top 50 with the way our composition works at the current moment, especially since everybody has basically profundities or like negotiators that are with like relic characters. So it's slowly and surely going to be there. Like we might be able to we can even snipe the Chimera or the other Chimera. Actually, we might be able to snipe this. Let's see his account. Yeah, we might be able to snipe it. Nice. That's a nice Omega. And did he? Yeah. That's it. That's a good count right there. So first things first. So basically, Fleet Arena, we're kind of doomed until we start relicking our characters to a tiny bit. It's going to be quite a ways away before we start relicking characters, mostly because we're trying to reinforce the key. That reinforce the early on investments into the games, and that is assault battle. So why assault battles? Is because you get so many resources from them. So this past week, we've had some crazy assault battles. We had military might, where you battle Emperor, battle Empire, and then you also battle Secrets and Shadows, Dark Side users, or basically so. And I'll say this, military might is actually quite easy. With what I did with Phoenix, the Phoenix I have right now, I was able to get to challenge tier 1 and complete it. So I was able to get 2 Zetas and all that crowd tech pieces, especially. So like challenge tier 1 with like 1 gear 11, like I would say that's actually pretty impressive. Like what I have for Phoenix is quite impressive. I was able to do challenge tier 1 with it on military might. Like I know it's not obviously crazy, you obviously want to max it out, but honestly with what I have and what I've done, honestly I deserve a quite pat on the back where I'm able to start now over the month's time get like interest, like passive income based off from card text just from this 1K mode. Next coming up, or basically this past week, Secrets and Shadows. Unfortunately, I didn't have Rex at 7-star just quite yet, so I wasn't able to finish the Mystic tier, but I was able to finish the first 3 tiers, no problem whatsoever. Sorry, voice crack there. No problem whatsoever for the first 3 tiers of the assault battle. And then we'll get to the rest of the assault battles later on, and we'll talk about those. But first things first, we'll look over the collection. So the collection is looking pretty good. This past week, I've basically only been farming or gearing up Imperial Troopers now. Imperial Troopers are key. I will be gearing up Iden to gear 11, which is going to be really good. Next, we have Snow Trooper to gear 10 already. Colonel Stark, I'm probably going to continue to keep right there. Phoenix is definitely better than Iden, so definitely like there might have been a bit of a carry and an influx to the ability that I was able to do this. But with Rebel Roundup coming out, and I believe what was the other one? Forest Moon. I don't know how far I'll be able to do. I was able to do last time around with really weak Imperial Troopers. I was able to do 2-star the very first one. I don't have the Omega or I don't have the Zeta just yet for Iden, but that's definitely going to be the next Zeta on mine. But honestly, I'm looking pretty decent. At the current moment, I'm farming up defense mods for Stormtrooper just to make him a bit more bulkier, a bit more less likely to get hit. I think at the current moment, I do have speed mods up here, but I might actually apply If I'm lucky enough, if I get a critical avoidance mod on Stormtrooper defense critical avoidance, I think I would be happy with that. I'll be looking out for that while I'm farming defense mods. Next, honestly, after Imperial Troopers, I'm going to slowly and surely start focusing on Jedi. And actually, not slowly but surely, but like I'm putting all my resources into Jedi as soon as that happens. So I'll be relicking Anakin, relicking Ahsoka, relicking Mace. I'll be relicking Padawan or the Poncho Bros. I'll be Gear 11 Plo Koon and hopefully 7-star him. Like that is the goal. Okay, Jedis are really important, and especially with the next Jedi we'll be focusing on. So we got the first 5 over here, the L. Just like focus on the L on your screen. Padawan, the Poncho Bros, and basically the starting lineup for the Galactic Republic fleet that I'm focusing on. I've already geared up Master Yoda just a quite bit. I was able to get him up to gear 7, which it was quite easy, honestly. Bastila Shan, I believe she's at 6. General Kenobi at 6. And honestly, right there, that is a good little small trio right there for 3v3. Once I actually put some credits into them and start leveling them up. Adding Plo Koon there, and maybe eventually Jolie Bindo when I start farming him up. But honestly, these is it 7? No, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 8 plus Master Qui-Gon, 9. These 9 characters are going to be so key. Excluding Jedi Master Yoda, Bastila Shan, and General Kenobi, I will probably take them up to 11 with Plo Koon. So these 4 right here, are going to be up to gear 11, I think. That's my goal. Relic 7, Relic 7, Relic 7, Relic 3, and Relic 3. I think that's the goal. And the key thing is I'm going to stop putting resources into Wampa at the current month and just pause them just a quite bit. And now start gearing up Jedi, like Jedi Knight Anakin, Ahsoka, and so on, so on, so on. Like Jedi are really important, especially the Poncho Bros, and where you can get so much good resources, especially for the Duel of the Fates assault battle. And not just quite that, you get a lot of good resources out of the ground war assault battle that you use Jedi for. You just battle separatists. Now, that is why I'm also farming up Bastila Shan, General Kenobi, and Yoda. Yoda's super important for the first 3 tiers of it. I think for the first 3 tiers of it, you can get away with Bastila Shan, Yoda, General Kenobi, Jedi Anakin, and Ahsoka. Like those 5 you can get away with for the first 3 tiers, all the way up to I believe it's the first tier, second tier, the third tier, then there's the Mystic tier, I believe, after that. I think you can get away with the first 3 tiers. I'm not sure about the Mystic tier. Something tells me you probably could do the Mystic tiers with at gear 11, and he's to at like Relic or something like that. But the main thing is at the current moment is we want to slowly, especially since we're moving into Jedi, we want to slowly and surely make sure we start farming up one of the most important characters in the game, and that's Jedi Knight Revan. And especially with, once I talk about the farming strategy later, Jedi Knight Revan is going to be a really important piece, especially with certifying a really good offensive team for Grand Arena. He's quite good, especially with one of the major components to get to Darth Malik. And honestly, don't sleep on these guys. Like Darth Revan and Jedi Knight Revan are really 2 important pieces, because that's why we're also farming Bastila Shan Fallen there, is because we're also going to be slowly farming up right now, especially more of the more harder pieces. We're going to start doing Darth Revan. So let's move on to my farming strategy right now. So Iden, 10 refreshes of her a day. Jedi Anakin, Bastila Shan, Mara Jade, Bastila Shan Fallen, all get 5. And then the free the free energy you get for locking into the web store I just put all my resources into all the rest of the resources into the Houndstooth, and so far it's honestly working out quite a bit. Like I'm 19 out of 25 for boss's Houndstooth, which is a super important ship. Honestly, yeah, I believe the ship is around 5 years old and it's still relevant. It's absolutely incredible. As soon as we stop farming Iden, we're gonna slowly move into Hunter, Wrecker, and Tech, and we're gonna farm them one at a time. Mostly at unlock Hunter, unlock Wrecker, unlock Tech, and then start at Hunter. Because Hunter is probably the most important piece, but you need to unlock all three of them to unlock Marauder. And I actually have enough pieces to unlock Marauder. I just don't have the characters unlock themselves. So we're going to be eventually getting there. I wouldn't say next time, maybe 3 weeks, maybe 2. 2 is best case scenario. So we're right now at the current moment, Iden, 10, Giant Anakin, Sean, Bastila Sean, Mara Jade, Bastila Sean Fallen, all get 5 refreshes. Ships farming wise, you know, honestly, if you see any of my guides, you know what's there. Iden ship, Marauder, Houndstooth, ID 2000, Xanadu Blood, perfect. Cantina store, we're working on Ahsoka Tano. Basically, Ahsoka's done. Now we're working on Stormtrooper, then 5s, then Boba Fett. GW store, honestly, I started focusing on Grief Karga. I find Grief is actually a lot more important, especially with survivability, especially with a weak bounty hunters. Grief just gives you a little bit more survivability compared to the basically Mando. Then we'll start like 7-star and Mando after that. And honestly, I'm in between Chuhani or Poggle the Lesser. I think I'll probably go up to 5-star with Poggle and then stop and then just put the rest into Chuhani. And the only reason why is that is because I don't think I would want to. Well, I am going to unlock Geos at one point, but I don't think I'm going to 7-star them. I think I just want to unlock Padme just to see, just to get a decent like Padme, Snips, Jedi Anakin, and the Mace team going, which I think will be, and the Plo Koon as well. I think there'll be a good like Secret Galactic Republic team that'll be quite good. And then Arena Store, currently at the current moment, we're farming where Tarkin's basically done, is done. SWGOH Press at 5-star. Admiral Akbar, then Princess Leia. I'll probably do Princess Leia first before Akbar, but yeah, that's basically it for my farming situations. Again, our first Gear 12 character we have unlocked. Now we're slowly going to transition into Jedi and put so much resources to them because they're extremely important. However, with Rebel Roundup coming up, I might put more resources into Imperial Troopers more than I did for Phoenix. Because Phoenix is at a really good spot right now, and where I have to do Secrets and Shadows first, but I might be able to do the first tier of. Oh, I just want to see if I'm able to do the first tier of Secrets of Shadow of like the challenge, the tier 1 challenge. But other than that, I think that's pretty much it. Like Phoenix is good for now. I really want to see where my Iden team is once Rebel Rondo comes and Imperial or the what game? Forest Moon Assault Battle comes back. I just want to see where my team is at that current moment. So basically, we're focused here, got here, and now we're focused on these two right here. Those are really 2 important ones. And then this is going to be passive. I already have the pieces for Emperor Palpatine, Vader, Bastila Sean Fallen, Savage is there. And eventually, we'll be able to start farming up where I don't think I have the node unlocked for. But where oh, whatever her name is. She's for Star Killer. Her mind slipping. Dark Talon. Eventually we'll get into Dark Talon territory. But honestly, that's it for this week, guys. Honestly, it's been a pretty decent week. I've had really good success for the assault battles. I'm kind of curious what my progression is like for these two, because I know Veers can really punch up in these two. But I'm not sure about Iden just quite yet. I know they can do it. I know I've seen them do it. I just want to know how much more resources I need to put in before I'm satisfied with their results. Over here, I'm super satisfied with Phoenix, what they've done so far, like challenge tier 1 over here. I want to see what they can get up to. I know they can beat Mystic tier. I think challenge tier 1 will be quite difficult for them, but I want to see how far Rex's Zeta can carry over here, and we're slowly moving into this territory. Especially and then also one thing, I will just claim this on video. The key thing is, it looks like Night Sisters is going to be the next Lightspeed token that's going to be released, and I'm kind of curious because where the Lightspeed token is the free one that happens soon, that's coming out soon, going to be Night Sisters as well. Because if it is Night Sisters, that means I can get another pretty apparel for free. And that honestly saves me a lot of resources, guys. Like, if I'm able to get oh, it's not Night Sisters. If I can get a Lightspeed token for Night Sisters, I've already have one of the pretty apparels from my very first one that I got from day 1. I can get maybe a Death Trooper or a Night Trooper one, which would be pretty important, especially for this team. Yeah, didn't mean to do that. But it'll be quite important where I can save a lot of resources on building up pretty pals. Obviously, I'm nowhere close to taking them on like into their like pretty pal like assault battle. Nowhere close, because I'm pretty sure you need Zetas and maybe a relic or two on them. But like at the same time, it is very important that we get those under the way. However, if the Lightspeed tokens want to help me out, like, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But so, like, I'm perfectly okay with. So that's basically it for my recap, guys. If you have any, oh, actually, before we go into the recap, I'm actually super close of finishing the episode track. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to be able to finish it. It would be so good if I'll give you an update next week if I'm able to, but because you will check out who I'm going for pretty easily. But if, oh my gosh, if we're able to max this out, I doubt we are. Oh, we are so far away. We're at 44. I've been able to do 7-star everything, or basically 7 out of 10 everything. I just gotta, well, now I just gotta upgrade mods right now. It's gonna be super like clear maybe in the next couple of days to see. I doubt it. I really doubt it. But if I could, it would be so nice to get a Bronzium Lightspeed token, and then I would be so glad to get a Gear 12, a free Gear 12 Drogon, wherever you are. Where are you? You're somewhere here. That'll be so key. I already have him at 4-star, basically, thanks to a ship and a little bit pre-farming, just so I can get his challenge. Because I believe in the first week of episode quest, you needed a Drogon to do one of the challenges, just to be inside your team to collect the challenge. But like, if I'm able to get a Gear 12 Drogon, that like honestly streamlines my GL Leia quite a bit. So that's basically it, guys. That's it for my account, basically for my that's basically it for my week 6 recap. I'll see you next video. I'm just super excited what happens next week. I can't wait to give you an update, especially how the troopers do next week, and if to see if I have to do like just if I have to put more resources into the trooper. So that's basically it, everybody. Peace out. Have a wonderful time. Love you all, and I'll see you next week.